So today we will discuss the chapter 13 of class 7, that is motion and time. Now the chapter is motion and time. So first we have to understand what is motion. Motion can be defined as the change of position of an object over time. So over a period of time, if an object changes its position, then that is known as motion. So consider this object. I will take a small object. So consider this is the object we have at position A. So if it changes its position from A to B over a period of time, then this is known as motion. So change of position from one position to another over a period of time is known as motion. So it's very simple. Motion is change of position of an object over a period of time. So there are two types of motion basically. So one is uniform motion, another one is non-uniform motion. So in uniform motion, what happens? The object moves from one place to another with constant speed. The object will be moving with a constant speed in a means the total distance will be covered in the same speed. Means if it is moving at 20 km/h, it will be moving in that speed only. The constant speed will be constant throughout the journey. And in case of non-uniform motion, what happens? The object moves with different speeds. There is no constant speed. The object moves at different speeds. There will be change in the speed of the object. So if we take this same example, the object will be moving like this. There will be different speeds during the journey. Then it is known as non-uniform motion. Then we have this slow or fast. So some we have already seen, and we every day see in our life that different objects move at different speeds. Some objects move very slowly, motion of the object is slow. Some of the object moves very fast. If we take the example of two cars, if we take one example of a small car, very old small car, it will move very slowly, but in compared to this one, a very new high expensive car, it will move very fast. So if here also we can take the example of example between a truck and a car. The truck will move slow, the car will move very fast. So different objects move differently. Some objects moves very slow, some objects move very fast. So now we will move to speed. What is speed? So here if you see, the object is moving from A to B. So if an object moves from one place to another over a period of time, that is at what speed it moves, that is known as speed. So speed can be calculated easily. If an object moves, consider this is the place we have the object position A, and the total distance between A to B is considered 10 km. If the distance is 10 km and the object moves took 60 minutes, that is 1 hour, to complete the journey. So it can be calculated easily. Speed can be calculated by total distance by total time. So if the object moves 10 km in 1 hour, so the object will in the total speed of the object will be 10 km by 1 hour. So it is 10 km per hour. So if the distance is now 20 km, what happens? It will be 20 km in 1 hour. If the distance is 20 km and the speed is 2, then what happens? It will be cancelled by 10 by 1, so it will be 10 km per hour. So we can easily find out the speed by calculating or by dividing the total distance by total time. So if different distances will be there and different time will be there, we can easily find out the speed. Similarly, we can find out the speed of a car, speed of a bus, or speed of anything by using this simple method. Now measurement of time. How do we measure the time? Simply we will answer that we have the watch or clock. With the help of that we can find out the time. In earlier times we could not find out the time by using clocks, because there are, in those time clocks were not there. So or how or we can easily say, no, in the after it is the morning, old people, they can easily tell us the time at what is that means which hour of the day it is now, by looking into the sun or shadow, or by looking into the moon also we can say the time of the day. How the clock works, clock or watch works, how the clock measures the time, means 1 second how it measures, that is also important. Or previously people used to use this method to find out the time. So for this one we have the simple pendulum. So pendulum we'll see in the next page. So what is pendulum? Pendulum is a very simple device. Here one rod is there, or a kind of wood or anything, we can make a long stick, stick, and with the help, and one ball will be stick, one iron ball or any metallic ball will be there, and it is known as bob. And with the help of a thread it is attached. With the help of thread the bob is attached. This metallic ball which is attached to a thread is known as bob, and it is attached to with the help of a thread to a fixed rod or anything, the fixed substance, it will be fixed. So this is simple pendulum. Then what is oscillation? So with the help of this pendulum time can be taken out. So you have, I think you have seen this pendulum in different wall clocks, it is present. So now it is, now what is oscillation? Oscillation means if an object, if a pendulum is fixed, is at rest, and it is at position O, it is now at position O. So if it moves from here to this position A, and again it will move, if we take it, if we bring it to this position A, and if we release it, it will go to position B, again it will come and it will go. There will be to and fro movement of the object, that is known as oscillation or oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion will be there. So what is oscillatory motion? So if we if we bring the pendulum at one position and it moves, it will start to and fro motion. It will go here, it will come here, it will go there, it will come here, it will go there. This motion is known as to and fro motion. This is known as oscillatory motion, or it is periodic motion. It is also known as periodic motion. Periodically it will come here, it will go there, periodically it will come and go. This movement is known as oscillatory motion. So when we will call one oscillation is completed, one oscillation will be, we will say when one oscillation is completed if the object this pendulum starts from, if you bring it here in this position A, and if you release it, it will go to position B, and after that it will again come to position A. So if when it reaches position A, then we will say it is one oscillation is completed. One oscillation is completed. So we can find out from here also. If we count from position O, the object moves to A and again go to B and again it comes to A, then another oscillation is completed. Means from where it starts, it should come to that position, then we will say one oscillation is completed. So then what is time period? So time period is nothing but how much time it took for completing one oscillation. So if it takes 1 second to complete one oscillation, then the time period is 1 period. If it takes 2 seconds to complete one oscillation, it is known as then the time period will be 2 seconds. If it takes 10 minutes to complete one oscillation, then the time period of the pendulum will be or time period of the oscillation will be 10 minutes. So it depends on the time period is find out by how many times or how much time it took to complete one oscillation. Time period. So time period can be found out, can be easily find out by this formula, that is time period, that is total time taken by number of oscillations. So how much time it took to complete the total journey and number of oscillations. So in your book one table is given. So here it is given 42 seconds were 42 seconds was required to complete the whole this movement, and total oscillations it completed 20. So to complete 20 oscillations it took 42 seconds. Then the time period of one oscillation is 2.1. Now units of speed in time. Then what is this unit of standard unit of speed? The standard unit of speed is meter per second. So meter per second is the standard unit of speed, but we can also find out the speed unit of speed. We can get that in different things. It may be kilometer per hour, or we can also express this in meter per minute also. So but this is the standard one, meter per second, but it is, we also find this one, kilometer per hour. Meter per minute is we express, it is very less it is used. Mostly it is used more meter per second or kilometer per hour. All these are okay, no problem, but standard one is meter per second. Then what is the unit of time? There is a unit of time is seconds. Standard one is seconds, but we can also find out according to our convenient what is by hour, by minutes, by day, or by month or year. We can express the unit of time. It depends on our convenience. According to our convenience, we use different units for different speed or the time also.